What's up, knuckleheads? This summer, me and my wife wanted to make our backyard a little bit more chillable. Nice little cute little area to hang out with. I even put in a fan. This boy gets hot. One thing we were kind of missing though was maybe a little bit of greenery, foliage.
A shrubbery!
My wife found this really cool shelf apparatus thing. She got it, but putting this thing together, I had a lot of trepidation. 3 weeks later, my suspicions correct. So even though this was like store-bought, I'm not really making something new. It is time for me to fix it up. Shouldn't be too bad. In fact, I get to use a color combo that I'm very fond of. I like the metal frames on there. It's just really the wood that's going bad on it.
Enhance.
The weird thing is, I know what you're thinking. Tony, you have a YouTube channel where you build shit. How come your wife didn't ask you to build this in the first place? Well, partly my fault. Anytime my wife sees a piece of furniture that she likes, I always have to say the wonderful phrase of, "Hey babe, I can build that. I can build that." In which her response is always like, "Oh my God, you're the greatest husband ever, and we should throw you a parade." And yes, it's true, I could build it. I could build it better, I could build it stronger. But the parts I like to leave out is, it's gonna take, I don't know, a month and a half. There'll be sawdust throughout the entire house for the next month. It's gonna cost me about double. And the best part is, 2 years from now, I'll be staring at it go, I could build it better. So I have to rebuild it all over again. Also, you see me kind of marking stuff as we go. It's just to kind of help me put it back together when it's all disassembled or recut and all that fun stuff. I really like these Stabilo pencils. Now we get to measure and cut new pieces of wood. Where is my tape measure? All right, got them all laid out for like similar width. That way it's gonna make it nice and easy to measure these old pieces so we can cut the new pieces exact size. Ooh, these are all swollen. It's gonna be a little tricky. 11 and a 16th. For those of you saying, didn't your wife like read their description where it said these are not for outdoor use? But I think it was purposely misleading. Let me change my hat. See, I think the description was purposely misleading. There's no place in there where it says, not for outdoor use. It just says patio, garden, which could be inside or outside, but it also alludes to the fact that it's more outside. That's typically where gardens are, right? Outside. I don't grow watermelons inside. Look at the pictures, man. Look at the pictures. Outdoor, outdoor. You see that little tree back there? It's in the nature, man. It shouldn't be able to live out there, man. They want you to buy it and put it outside, so that way it gets ruined. And that way it swells and it looks like this isn't meant to last. This is meant to make money off. This is supposed to fall apart within a year, so that way it's disposable. And the way you get around them, man, is you build your own cube. They're kind of like goofy sizes, so we're just got to make sure they're about the same size. Got my cheat sheet of all my measurements. I went through all my scrap wood, and of course it's one of those things. I'm either 1.5 inches short on these 4 for the larger pieces, or I'm 2 planks short to make all 4 of these with this piece. I think I'm gonna go with these 4 pieces right here and just add an extra plank of wood on there and then cut it down on the table saw. right, the glue is dried. It's not exactly the most perfect. You can kind of stick the one edge on there. It's a little bit proud.
Proud of you.
It was an easy way to fix it, and luckily it's tattooed on my hand. A plane. Alright, now it's time to fill in some gaps. Favorite way to do it is actually get a dust collector for my sander. And add some wood glue and mix it up. I am so bad about cleaning my putty knives when I'm done, so I just use something that's a little bit more disposable.
I need a tip drill.
All right, we got the wood cut, sanded, drilled, and vacuumed. Now it's time for a clear coat. It's experiment time. To make this outdoor ready this time around, I'm going to try something new. We're going to be using liquid rubber sealant coating. Fun fact, it was actually developed by the Polish Navy to fix all the screen doors in their submarines. Experiment number 2 is I'm going to put some little Acme stickers underneath that sealant to see if it works. So I'm going to give it a little sand to maybe hopefully give it some grip on there. F around and find out. So I'm getting quite a bit of air bubbles in there, just like I will with the 2-part epoxy. But the way we fix that with the epoxy is hitting it with a heat gun. Experiment number 3. Now we wait. 2 days. 2 long days. Or we could have... Have you ever had an idea but didn't know how to show it? They're dry. You want to know how I know they're dry? These turned out pretty good. This rubber coating is way more sensitive to dust and to like dog hair. Only being out there for like 3 months, the original hardware already started rusting and looking like crap, so I'm deciding to upgrade that. Got some galvanized washers. I also got some It's Not a Phase Mom bolts. Now that that one's done, it's time to do the other one. The only thing left now is to see what my wife thinks about them.
I don't want to be in your stupid video.
Thanks, Boo. I love you too. Anyway, it's quitting time. Time to get a blue drink. I'll see you next shift.